Alright, what we've got here is the M4 carbine, and I'm going to show you how to disassemble it. I've taken out all the ammunition and it's been put in a different room, so there's no ammunition in this weapon. First thing you do is you want to clear your weapon, make sure there's no rounds in the chamber. Pull back the charging handle, inspect the chamber, there's no rounds in there, it's good. That means there won't be a negligent discharge. Alright, the first thing you do when disassembling this weapon is you want to push out the receiver pins. There's one towards the back, and it's kind of hard to see. This pin right here, you just push it from the other side, and then you pull it out. That allows the weapon to tilt like this, and then the upper and lower receiver have tilted open, and you can see inside the weapon. The next thing you want to do is there's another pin right here, and I'll point that out. This right here, when you push it from the other side, it comes out. Then you just pull that out as well. This one's a little bit tougher. And then once you do that, you can take the upper and lower receiver apart. We're going to set the lower receiver down for now because we're not using that piece of the weapon. Alright, first thing you do is you need to pull out the charging handle. There's a little lever right here. You push this in, pull it back, and as you can see, when you pull the charging handle back, it also pulls out the bolt carrier. You need to take that out, set it down, then you pull out the charging handle the rest of the way, set that down. Now we can set down the upper receiver. The only thing we're going to be taking apart is the bolt carrier. The first thing you want to do, there's a little pin right here. It's called the firing pin, retaining pin. It holds the firing pin inside the bolt carrier. You just pull it out. It's kind of tough, but you know, if you pull it with your thumbnail, you can get it out pretty easily. Right there. Just pull that out, set that down, and then the firing pin falls right out of the bolt carrier. Set that down as well. Right here, you need to turn this piece 90 degrees. Make sure that the bolt is pushed forward, and that'll allow that to fall out. You set this piece down, and you pull the bolt right out of the bolt carrier, straight out the back, and we are done. To put it back together, you do the same thing in the complete opposite order. Take the bolt, push it back inside the bolt carrier. There's a little circle, and I don't know if you can see it, but you need to make sure the circle is lined up. And then you push this piece back inside there, just exactly the way that it came out. Rotate it 90 degrees again, pull it back. And then you take the firing pin and drop it back inside there. Make sure it lines up correctly so it'll go through. And you hold that there, and you put the firing pin, retaining pin back in so that it holds it in place. To do that, there's a big hole on this side, a small hole on that side. You want to put it inside the big hole so that it'll fit. Alright, now this is put together. You can pull this forward and back. Everything's put together right in there. Then what you do is you pick up the upper receiver. First you need to put in the charging handle because that's got to go in first. And then tilt it to the side. Take this, make sure it's fully extended. Push it back in under the charging handle. And then they both slide in at the same time. And then take the upper and lower receivers, put them back together, and then push the pins back in place, and then this weapon is put back together. That's all you got to do.